Watching Germany thrash Argentina in the Johannesburg Newtown Fan Park was not all that different from watching Germany thrash my beloved England in Paddy O'Sheas in Sanlitun, Beijing, 1 week earlier. The Germans were totally in control in Cape Town, and in Johannesburg a sprinkling of remnant fans were dancing and singing as they had in Paddy's a week earlier. Arriving to the South Africa winter is quite a shock coming from the heatwave in China. After dropping my bags, I had 24 hours before my flight out, and I wanted to make the best of my one day in Joburg. I started, as all tourists should not, by going downtown, straight into the heart of one of the world's most violent cities. The streets were buzzing with salesmen and shoppers on every corner, and there were small groups of men that I imagined were about to pull a gun on me. Wandering the streets was a very different experience. South Africans are friendly and generous people. They stopped me in the street to ask where I was from and to wish me fun for the day ahead. It's hard to feel threatened when everyone around you is so warm-hearted. I arrived 15 minutes before the first game in the Newtown Fan Park downtown and felt disappointed at the turnout. As the game started, the numbers quickly swelled to about 1,000, and as the sun went down over the city behind the park, so the atmosphere started to turn warm. At half-time, music blared across the square, and Africans, as Africans do, started to dance. The party continued through to the end of the game as Germany netted another 3 goals. The fan park was fun, but it did not give me the sensation I had imagined while watching at home in Beijing. I wanted to feel the African vibe, and there was only one place I could think to go. Soweto. I asked around for the best place to watch the football and was guided to Panyaza, a courtyard-based hangout. Security guards gave me a thorough search at the door, after which I asked to see the manager. Demisani, a young and energetic man, welcomed me and set about giving me a tour of the premises.
The World Cup itself brought a lot of vibe. It brought a lot of business, though some of the people went to fan parks. But we believe that we've got our own customers, own patrons that believes to us at Panyaza. They never left us alone. We're here up until today, and we're hoping that we'll be here until the 11th, and hoping that the tourists that were here in South Africa will come back and say and cherish whatever they shared with us while they were still here.
Once again, the warmth of the people overwhelmed, as they took my hand and shook it in complex movements as I passed. In the corner was a group of white South Africans, very drunk and dancing. I spoke to Natasha, a photocopy machine saleswoman from the northern suburbs of Johannesburg.
This is my first time in Soweto, yes. The reason we came here, I would say 90% because of the World Cup. But I think that the World Cup opened the doors for South Africa as white people to come to Soweto 100%, and we know that we shouldn't be afraid, and we should just come here, and it's awesome, it's amazing. I love Soweto. I fell in love with Soweto today. Really, I
As the match started, the music faded and the revellers sat to watch. Every shot on goal was celebrated with spontaneous dancing and the blowing of the ever-present vuvuzelas. At half-time, the place erupted much as it had in the fan park downtown, but this time with 10 times the energy. I left with my ears still ringing and my uncoordinated body prone to sudden outbursts of swinging to the music that I could not get out of my head. It had been a day to remember. This is DJ Clark in Johannesburg for China Daily.
I want to enjoy it.